No, Terry, pass the ball! What was that?
Fair tackle. Man and ball.
You came through me.
I never.
Anyone could see.
Ref couldn't.
You look smart.
Oh, thank you. I thought I should make the effort. I'm going to start seeing patients again.
Heston, is that a good idea?
Well, I know Godfrey's right. If the Crown prosecution are going to continue with this charade, I'm going to have to fight my corner.
Yes, but are you sure that's what Godfrey said? Because the practice lawyer said that...
Absolutely nothing of any value. Stepping aside is the action of a guilty man, and I have done nothing wrong.
Half of them are just coming in for more drugs. They could just as easily give you a repeat slip.
Maybe they need reassurance.
And that's our job, is it, doling out sympathy? And when you don't renew the script, when you stop treating the symptoms, they get the ump. Like you're just some kind of pharmacist, like they know better than you what's wrong with them.
It is all about identifying the root cause and then referring them to the appropriate specialist.
Except that way you never get to the root cause. The specialist does.
And yet they cannot wait to come in and see us. We are not open until 9 o'clock.
It's not much good if I've got to be at work.
Well, come back after work.
What about the pain? How do I get through the day?
Are you registered with us?
With Charles. With Dr. Fenton.
You have not come in to see us in quite some time.
Yeah, well, I haven't needed to.
Well, Dr. Fenton left us quite a while ago, but there is a doctor in earlier who might be able to see you.
What, that bloke I saw through the glass?
Yes. Yeah, Dr. Tyler.
Yeah, I thought that was him. Is there nobody else?
Excuse me?
He killed his girlfriend, didn't he?
He most certainly did not.
Receptionist, wasn't she? Did you take over?
Do you want me to ask Dr. Tyler if he will see you or not?
No. I'd rather see someone else.
Then you will have to come back later.
I'll finish at 4.
Dr. Carter is available at 15:15.
Dr. Carter?
Yes. Do you have a problem with that?
With the trial coming up so soon, I think we should just wait. I know as a doctor you want to work, Heston, but, I mean, well, look what happened to Kevin. You know, some of those patients never came back.
Well, you're saying that no one will want to see me?
No, I'm saying, why put yourself through it?
Well, let's put it to a vote.
What?
The partners are here.
Fine. Will you go along with what they decide?
Well, will you?
Yes, of course I will.
Well, that's settled then.
Hello. I was hoping for an emergency appointment.
Oh, looks like today's your lucky day.
I just need to get a few details.
Well, I can't do lunchtime.
Why can't we do it now? How long is it going to take?
Daniel's got Joe.
No problem. Just call me the do-it-all dad.
As long as we're quick, because some of us have got work to do.
Shall we?
Yeah, fine.
What happened?
Got it playing football.
Going for a header?
Somebody punched me.
Why?
You can say. Some people are just nutters.
Cross, 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 cross! I'm open wide! Cross the ball! You could have broken my boxing leg!
Oh, you reckon? I thought it was a fair tackle. Man and ball.
And that's when he hit you?
No. Took a bit more than that to get him going. You're a useless footballer and a useless human being. A weasel. A ferret. Old, bald, ugly. Hardly even worth kicking. Is that it? Taking out the frustrations of your meaningless existence by kicking people. Calling for a throw-in when you know the ball's come off you.
Anything else?
Moaning. Crying like a baby when things don't go your way. Whining.
Whining.
Go on. Be a man.
No wonder he hit you.
I must have touched a nerve.
Maybe you spend more time playing and less time getting into fights.
Bit rich, don't you think? Coming from you?
Stopping me from seeing patients is a punishment. Depriving an innocent man of doing what he loves, it's not fair.
No, of course it isn't. We know that. I mean, we all know you're innocent.
But the patients don't.
Exactly. Not to mention the local press.
It's not fair, but life's not fair.
Well, what kind of argument is that? Basing a system of justice on life's not fair.
We're not, Heston. The court is going to find you innocent, but until then...
I'm a pariah. Oh, thanks for your support.
Hester's done nothing wrong. He's right. He's the victim here. No wonder he reacted. He's been attacked in his own home, not once, but several times. We should be supporting him. It may not be sensible, but it's right, and this is about what's right. This is our vocation. You can't take that away.
Daniel has got a point.
Thank you. I'm for.
As obviously am I.
Well, I'm sorry, but I haven't changed my mind.
You can't deny a man his raison d'etre. I'm for.
Well said. Are we all agreed?
We are.
I shall be in my consulting room, and your father is a very brilliant man.
We'll be at the Icon for lunch if you fancy it.
So, what was it that you had to do at lunchtime which meant you couldn't do the meeting?
Commissioning group.
What for?
Oh. Yes? Yes. Me too. I'll see you then. Bye. As soon as I see him, I'm going to realise it's all a big mistake.
Can't have been easy. Everyone thinking you were guilty, that you'd killed your girlfriend.
No damage to the socket or the cheekbone, so rest and painkillers.
So you don't like talking about the murder then?
You know, I don't think your eye's the problem here.
No?
You need to look at why it happened.
And why did it happen?
You talked someone into hitting you.
Why would they do that?
You tell me what you're hoping to achieve by provoking me.
Is that what I'm doing?
Being inappropriate, personal.
Are you gonna hit me?
I'm trying to help you work out why you're doing it.
How are you gonna do that?
By referring you to a therapist.
Now you're trying to wind me up.
Why would I do that?
Maybe it's a reaction
To what?
to your perception that it's me winding you up.
My perception?
You're saying you're not trying to wind me up?
Of course not.
Then you're doing it without knowing.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, the lady does protest too much, methinks.
You what?
Maybe it's you that needs the therapy.
We're not discussing me.
Do the cops give you a hard time?
You know, your eye will clear up soon enough.
Is this what you did?
But that won't make the problem go away.
Ignored their
I know a
question.
good sports psychologist.
Are you having problems getting motivated?
We're not talking about me.
All right, doctor. Take it easy.
You know, there's such a thing as being over-motivated. Not knowing when to stop, letting your aggression run away with you. I can book you an appointment.
No, thanks.
It's a new practice in Leatherbridge.
Tar, anyway.
The therapist and his wife have just set up the business.
His wife?
Does that mean you're interested?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I might be.
See you next week, Mrs. Bitten. Another satisfied customer. You know, everyone has been so supportive.
Actually, I was trying to be supportive.
Yes, I appreciate that. But as it turned out,
Did have your best interests at heart.
and the best interests of the practice.
Well, they're not mutually exclusive, you know.
Yes, but one shouldn't override the other.
Okay? As it turns out, I was wrong.
Have a nice lunch. Oh, Mrs. Temby, as a matter of interest, how many patients did I see this morning?
No, I understand completely. I'm glad you're feeling better. Goodbye now.
You should have got her to come in anyway.
I can't. She's decided she doesn't want to.
So convince her that she does.
It's not what we're here for.
We won't be here at all if we don't get some clients soon.
We're a new business. It's word of mouth. People have to trust us.
2 clients all afternoon and one of them's a no-show. That's not what we're here for.
All right, Bev, I don't need any more pressure. We've still got Mrs. Raines.
Who's already late? Did you take this 2:30?
Richard Morris, yeah. A referral from Kevin Tyler. Why?
Probably nothing.
At least Kev Tyler's backing us.
He'll have his own practice one day.
Kev?
Definitely. He's got what it takes.
How many husband and wife therapy centres can there be?
This is my husband, Brian.
Brian Jensen.
Had to find out from somebody else.
Did you expect an invite to the wedding?
You could have told me.
Why would I have?
Sorry, what exactly is,
Mrs. Raines, if you'd like to go straight in.
This way.
Julia, would you like to join us?
No, thanks. I'm waiting for someone.
Oh, Is Zara coming to dinner?
No, she's decided to stay at the Miller Muck.
What a shame. So, tell her I said hi, won't you?
Yes, Daniel, I'll tell her how wonderfully you're coping.
It's not what I meant. Oh, come on. I've only just fed him.
Oh, sweetie, come here, give him to me. It's probably just wind. Come on, my little angel. Yes.
Julia?
Martin.
Something you want to tell me?
Well-earned break. How many patients have you seen this morning, Zara?
Enough to generate a mountain of paperwork.
Kevin?
I don't know, the usual amount.
Apparently, I have seen, thank you. How many was it, Mrs. Tembe?
15.
15. There isn't a jury in Leatherbridge that would convict me.
I thought your case was being heard in a magistrate's court.
No, but you get the drift. Everyone is on my side.
Not like when it was me.
Well, different situation. I never expected to be a hero.
It certainly has not dented your popularity.
Thank you, Mrs. Tembe.
You are welcome, Dr. Carter.
You know, I didn't think it was about the number of patients. I thought it was about getting to the root cause.
You do know that you've left the doors open, don't you?
And you've come all the way to tell us that?
No, I've come for you, actually. There's been an assault, which only you can sort out, apparently. So if you've got time...
You know, sometimes I think they just don't value my opinion at all. You know, despite everything, they just think of me as a jumped-up secretary.
I'm sure that's not true.
Practice manager. Voted down.
The doctors. Thinking what they would do in his shoes.
Maybe. And you know what the worst thing is?
They're right.
Maybe they're right.
I read that article in the paper. I don't see why Heston should suffer.
But do you think I've got it wrong?
I don't think anyone can be right all the time.
5 ex-wives?
I should have told you earlier.
Well, I guess I overreacted.
So, you have a hero living with you. Is this something I should be worried about?
Now he's overreacting. You have nothing to worry about. So come on then, tell me, how's your grand design coming along?
I can show you if you like.
You can't just give me a statement, can he? We've got to go and get you.
Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried. I've just got better things to do. Time wasters. It's the one thing I can't stand.
And he'll know that. He's just pressing your buttons.
Oh, yeah, he's done that all right.
Is this the sort of thing you did to him?
Excuse me?
When he thought he topped his girlfriend? Dark cell, orange in a sock.
You've been reading too many papers.
Shame only one case in 100 is reported. You're lucky you didn't end up in Guantanamo.
Why Guantanamo?
It's all right. 1 minute you're the victim of crime, and next minute you're the criminal.
Why don't you just make a statement?
What, without my lawyer here?
Why would you need a lawyer? You're the one making the complaint.
Am I?
Well, if you're not, what are you doing here?
I don't know what you're doing. I'm trying to talk to my doctor.
Just leave him to me, please, Sergeant Hollins.
Gladly.
So, what did happen?
No idea. Bloke just lost it, didn't he?
So, Dr. Tyler thinks you might benefit from talking to me.
Apparently so.
You keep getting into fights.
Just want to play football.
To play myself. I know how stressful it can be.
Then you'll know there's no point talking about it.
So why are you here?
Because Dr. Tyler sent me.
He must have done it for a reason.
Well, because he's worried about you.
About me?
Because your business isn't going well. You're not intrigued about Beverly and me?
That's not what we're here to talk about.
You can always ask her afterwards. It's weird she hasn't told you.
So, where do you think this desire to provoke people comes from?
From my girlfriend dumping me. Being with the teacher wasn't enough for her. She met someone else, a therapist. Started a business with him. So I'm here to see how it's all going. You really think she's going to stay with you?
Is this your normal pattern of behaviour?
When the business fails? You've put everything into this place. This place and her. Now you're going to lose them both.
I don't know why you're doing this.
You really think she'll stay with you when you go bankrupt?
What you're hoping to achieve.
Does Dr. Tyler know her? Well, maybe that's what all this is about. Yeah, it's all starting to make sense. A therapist and his wife, that's what he said. He's not feeling sorry for you after all. He's clocked your wife. Who wouldn't? She's not going to settle for second best. Kevin knows that. He can see what everyone can. You're not up to the job.
You said I was after Bev.
Aren't you?
What? No! What did he say?
I think you're in for worse.
It's not true.
Isn't it?
What?
Well, why else would you be getting so upset?
What is wrong with you?
Well, isn't that for you to find out?
That's what I'm trying to do. He could lose everything over this. His business, his liberty. Bev, I'm so sorry.
What for? It's not your fault.
Not very nice, is it? That feeling you're losing everything.
This is all because I broke up with you.
Took everything I had and then left me for someone who had more.
Are we talking about money?
Aren't we?
I didn't leave you because you were poor. I left because I was starting to have fantasies about killing you.
You're shaking, Bev. You're really trying to say there's nothing between us?
OK, calm down. Get him out of here.
And what if I want to press charges?
Hey, come on.
So you're going to come in and see my plans?
Come up and see my etchings.
If you like.
I'm a busy woman.
I'm sure you can spend an hour.
I'm not sure I can.
There really are some plans.
Are they?
It's going to be a stunning house.
Oh, let me be the judge of that.
I can't wait to retire there. Something wrong?
Retirement?
Yeah. Aren't you looking forward to it?
I can't think of anything worse.
Why?
Because there's so many things I still want to do.
Well, you can still do them. Your way, your rules. You know, without being responsible for everyone else's future.
Well, as a partner, I thought that's what I was doing.
Well, don't you want to slow down?
No.
Really?
No.
Well, find some other project, some other way of being useful.
I thought I was till my partners overruled me.
Well, maybe it's time.
For what?
To bow out gracefully.
You mean grow old?
There's no shame in that.
No.
Right.
I should be getting back to work, you know.
Right then.
Well, I'll see you later.
Oh, what are you doing here? Is everything all right?
Absolutely. Lunch at the Icon and off to the swings.
At the Icon, was Julia there?
Yes. Why?
With Martin?
What?
Was Julia with Martin?
Yes.
How did it go?
I don't know.
Forget it, I'll ask her myself.
Actually, we should be getting off too.
You only just got here. What happened?
Should have trusted my instincts. See? I told you would stop crying eventually.
Barely. A little bit, maybe. If only I knew why.
Well, they don't need a reason, they just cry. Your daddy is very brilliant. He just doesn't know when to ask for help.
It's like you want people to attack you. This bloke at football, Brian, Beverly. You. Can we talk about this properly? Why would you wind someone up like that?
I don't know.
What does it achieve?
The satisfaction of seeing them lose it.
So you get someone to lose control, lay into you, and it's worth it.
Sometimes. Even if it's not. I can't stop myself. It's not that I like doing... especially to people who don't deserve it. Brian, say.
Or me. Or Beverly.
You think it's about being in control?
You make them lose theirs. You've still got yours.
You're saying I choose to do it? It's not just an impulse?
What do you think?
Maybe. Beverly deserved it.
You what?
You don't know what she's like.
Seemed all right to me. What about this bloke you play football with?
Him? He totally deserved it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be your leg by any chance.
It would.
So what happened?
Some nutter kicked me playing football.
Can I?
So it's natural justice.
I suppose.
What about in other areas of your life? Work, say? Do you wind up your pupils, your colleagues?
I don't have to, they're not at me.
So this is about you getting back at people that are pressuring you?
I guess so.
Why don't you just avoid the situation, walk away?
Well, why should I if something gets me going?
Well, what good does it do?
It'll make me feel better.
Doesn't look like it does, mate.
Sometimes you can't just walk away.
What are we talking about? Relationships?
Right and wrong. Standing up for yourself in everything, including relationships. She left me. Disappeared. Next thing I know, she's married a therapist. They've set up a business together. Then what are the chances? You wanted to refer me, husband of my therapy team. Who else could it be?
You didn't have to go.
I couldn't stop myself.
Look, if it's over, it's over. What else can you do?
Get the last word.
Press charges against Brian.
This is all about you getting your mate off the hook.
No. This is about you doing the right thing.
Yes, it does look rather nasty. Rice. Rest, ice, compression, elevation.
You're that have-a-go hero, aren't you?
Well, you can't believe everything you read.
Oh, I don't believe half of it.
Very wise.
It's like that doctor they tried to make me see this morning. Maybe he didn't kill his girlfriend. He didn't protect her, did he?
Let's just concentrate on the leg, shall we?
Because he's weak. He's a weakling. I don't want to be around people like that. I'd rather see you any day of the week. Even if you killed that scum. Especially if you had.
Right, you can put the trousers back on.
I'll tell you another thing. Shouldn't just be patients who can choose their doctors. Should be up to the doctors who they see. That way you could say, we don't want any scroungers or looters or hoodies coming in here. They choose to be antisocial. Let them get sick and die.
It's not really the way we do things.
We're not the only ones, you know. There's loads of people saying the same thing. That we should take the fight back. You could lead it all.
What?
Because you've done it. You've battered one of these lowlifes. Best most of us can hope for is to beat one up on a Saturday night and kick one on a Sunday morning. You should go into politics.
I'm a doctor.
Well, not even bother. Just man up and take the streets back. Appreciate it. You can't say yes here.
I prescribed some painkillers.
It's not even that bad. You should see the other guy.
Stay away from conflict, yeah? Avoid confrontations. Just don't let yourself get dragged into the situation in the first place. If that means giving up football,
then that's the price I have to pay.
Well, hopefully it won't come to that. Just stand back, count to 10, yeah?
Well, look who it is.
1, 2... I didn't mean now.
Shut
4.
up. You couldn't even stop your girlfriend getting killed.
You what? Count to 10.
Get off me.
I mean it.
You heard what I said. Count.
1.
And you.
3. Hey, pack it in!
Stop it! Jesus!
Break it up! This is a doctor's surgery, a place of healing. I'm a doctor. I help people, scroungers, looters, hoodies, even people like you. Now get out! Both of you!
You come with me. You go at the back.
I know, you don't have to tell me.
I wish I'd done it myself.
Yeah, you don't mean that.
Count to 10.
No, not this time.
Rick.
Police bail. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Told her not to come.
But I thought you needed to hear it again. I've moved on.
I know.
I'm not interested.
I know.
When are you going to realise?
I think he has.
You're a lucky man. And a good therapist, the business will be fine. Watch out for Dr. Tyler, though. Not such a bad therapist himself. Do you out of a job. Game over. Well played. I'm dropping the charges.
I was thinking, perhaps I should keep a low profile after all, until the court case is finished.
Well, whatever you think best, Heston.
If the CPS is pursuing the case, that says something.
Heston is the victim.
I am in no way, shape or form ready to slow down or relax.
George, is she bullying you?
No.
Amy, don't, please.
What's your name? Gemma. Just get lost. I hate bullies.
I'm gonna be sick.